Live from the KWQC Broadcast Center in downtown Davenport with Morgan Otier and Kyle Keel. This is Quad Cities Live.
Today on QCL, flickering lights, tripping breakers, dead outlets, what they could be telling you about your home's electrical system.
Plus, shrinking under eye bags and smoothing wrinkles in just 10 minutes. Today we're putting Plexiderm to the test.
And fall fun for all ages at the Cole Valley Public Library. From creepy candy bingo to pumpkin painting, even a community project. We have details on what's happening this month. You're watching Quad Cities Live, and that's where we begin on this Monday, October 13th. Thanks for joining us. I'm Morgan Otier alongside my co-host Kyle Keel. Now, if you're looking for some creative, family-friendly fun this fall, the Cole Valley Public Library has something for everyone.
Always a place to be, from spooky bingo and Halloween crafts to toddler art time and even adult pumpkin painting. There's no shortage of ways to get involved in the fun. And joining us today from the Cole Valley Library, as always, is Kaylee Floyd. Kaylee, welcome back to the show.
Yeah, happy to be here.
Yes, happy to have you here. Happy that you brought this Halloween spread, making this look all nice and pretty. Obviously, the theme here this month is Halloween related. So first we want to talk about, that was my bad. I'm sorry, I moved to the table. But let's talk about Project Spudway. This is very interesting and unique, and this involves obviously potatoes and kind of dressing them up. So this is coming up a little bit later this month.
Oh my gosh!
So
look at that.
So turn in your your potatoes now. So we usually do pumpkin decorating.
Yeah.
But we saw like a couple threads of other libraries doing potatoes, and we thought we'd just jump on the wagon with it. So yeah, kind of giving them their own Halloween costume. Can you guys guess any of the ones that I have up here?
Oh my gosh! Yeah, Hocus Pocus.
Yes, the Sanderson sisters.
The Sanderson sisters.
Yeah, Coraline down here, and then there's an almost finished Taylor Swift is
Taylor
Tater
Swift. Love the play on words.
Captain Underpants,
Captain
of course,
Underpants. Okay,
too.
I was trying to pin that down.
The goal is to make it stand on its own. We'll work with you on that because these are definitely on cups right now to get them to stand.
Those are incredible.
Yeah.
Did you do those?
I did not this time.
You didn't?
All my coworkers made them all this time.
There's a lot of creativity going on at the Cole Valley Library.
It's we use it as like a team building for sure to get them ready. So
yeah,
it's definitely a lot of fun.
So people just come to the library, pick up a potato, and
yes, we have like a little pink slip that they'll fill out to put with their potato, and then there'll be a prize at the end for whoever gets the most votes.
Okay, awesome. So that's something to participate in.
Yes.
And then for the kiddos, there is Creepy Candy Bingo Bash.
Yeah.
That's coming up closer to Halloween.
Yes. So
October 28th.
Yes. So it's kind of like our spin on like our summer bingo. But actually I did find some riddle kinds. So like we'll read like a little riddle and we'll have to figure out which picture it is supposed to go with. At least for like the first round or two. Okay. And then after that we'll kind of do the traditional like going diagonal, going this way or whatever to get your bingos. But yeah, it's just a fun way to kind of bring Halloween into the library a little bit.
Do they use candy?
Yeah,
to play?
get some candy.
Out of it.
And
we got
stickers.
We got the loot right here.
Yeah, I'll bring stickers too as well.
Good candy.
Yes. All right. And so for the Teen Craft Club, you've got that coming up on October 15th at 3:30. You'll be making some Halloween-themed jewelry.
Yeah. So yes,
fun.
I always have like jewelry making station in the teen area, like bracelets and stuff. So actually, some of this stuff was pulled from it, but I got
earrings.
some extra things to kind of make it a little fun, like a little keychain here with a little googly eye. This one was fun. I hope more of my teens want to do it. It's actually a ring, a snake ring.
Oh, neat. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
So, yeah. Pretty cool.
Something you don't see every day.
This is really fun.
Yeah, just something a little to get us in the holiday
Morgan wants to put those on now.
I do. They're perfect. They're good.
Yeah, they look
I know.
great.
When in doubt, when I can't find something, I'm just going to make it. So
hey, there you go.
They can
proven
too.
that you can do it.
Wonderful. Then we have, for the little ones, the toddlers, Wee Littles Art Start. So that's actually, what, every Wednesday at 11 a.m.?
Every Wednesday. It's been very popular, so make sure you sign up. This is one of our examples from actually this past week. It was all pumpkin themed. So basically what we do is process art, usually when we do the toddler art. So we did like aluminum foil, they color with markers, spray it with water, and then kind of do like a stamp to make that. So we did like a lot of postcard style. So they got to do like traditional colors and then fun colors as well.
That's really cute.
Yeah, and we read a story with it, and it's always like whatever the theme is for story time that week.
Very, very fun.
All right, then of course you've got the adults as well. We can't forget about that. And we got a few things going on for them a little bit later in the month as well.
Exactly. So we have creative crafters. That's always a fun one. That's kind of a more longer detailed one, and then we're doing the pumpkin paintings here. Also, examples by my coworkers, nothing to do with me. But I'm gonna do one.
You are.
Yeah, I'm sure it'll be great like these ones as well.
Yes, so it's kind of it'll be kind of led by our instructor, which is our adult programmer, but then you will get to like pick your own background, try different techniques. So each one kind of did a little bit something different for that.
Okay.
And then the craft and color is a kind of like a calming time to de-stress, but also she adds in like a fun craft like bead mosaic art or any kind of like recycled material type art as well. And so you can do your coloring if you want, but you can also do a fun little craft that's not going to take a full hour. It might take like 20 minutes to do.
And that covers everyone, all ages.
Yes, it does. So yeah, if you've had a stressful week, head to the Coal Valley Library and de-stress with all of these crafts for people of all ages. So if you want to take a look at the full calendar of events that we talked about and everything that's happening throughout the month of October, you can head to the Coal Valley Library website. That's Robert R. Jones Library. .org. Plenty to do, and Kaylee, as always, we appreciate you dropping by to tell us what's going on in October.
Yeah,
thank you so much. This looks great. Yes, thank you. Coming up on QCL, before you turn up the heat this winter, make sure your electrical system can handle it. The electric doctor is here with 3 warning signs and how to fix them fast.
Quad Cities Live continues.
As temperatures drop, most of us are thinking about furnace tune-ups and getting our homes ready for winter, but one important system is often overlooked: your electrical panel. Flickering lights, tripping breakers, even dead outlets can all be warning signs of bigger problems. Joining us today is Master Electrician Jeff Lanham from the Electric Doctor. Jeff, thanks so much for being here.
Thanks for having us.
Yes, well, we have a lot to get to. We're going to be talking about your 10-point panel tune-up in just a few minutes, but we want to start with some common electrical panel problems, just electric problems. So flickering lights, which is always one that sticks with me because, as I've told you off camera, I have one of those. Like over my dining room table, I always get a flickering like chandelier light. Right. That could be problematic.
It can, and it's our most common item is people call in, and like you and I have spoke before that you have a flickering light, and so it could be multiple things. It could be a light switch. It can be a wiring problem, and I brought a prop along today.
Yes, you did.
I did, and sometimes it can be inside the electrical panel, which I have a prop here today, which I'm sure we'll get back to because some of the other stuff I have comes out of there too. But this is the piece that a lot of times is the failure. Not this one. This one's brand new.
Right.
But a lot of times it's
shiny.
In there. Yeah.
Yeah. Sure. Okay. So something that you offer is that 10-point panel tune-up. So tell us a little bit about what that is. That is a service that you offer where you will go to someone's home or business, I'm assuming, and just make sure everything checks out?
Yeah, absolutely. So a lot of people get tune-ups like on their cars. Right. You get a tune-up on your furnace and your air conditioner, but nobody remembers to get a tune-up on their electrical panel. Right. And so we have created a 10-point electrical checkup, and it checks the circuit breakers, which I just pointed to. Right. It checks those. It checks the wiring. We check your grounding to all of your outlets in your home. Those little GFCI things that you have, we test those and make sure they work. We test your smoke detectors and various things. So those are a lot of times. You go to the doctor and they're going to ask you, what hurts or what doesn't work for you, but your electrical system doesn't talk to you. So we go in and we ask those questions to your electrical system, and we do some testing and make sure that there isn't anything wrong. So we go a little deeper than just a regular diagnostics. We actually get deep into your electrical system and actually try to catch problems before they happen. Right. Because that's only going to happen on Sunday night or Saturday night when we are not readily available. When you're not readily,
and I think a lot of times too, obviously this is worst case scenario situation, but when you hear of like a house fire or something like that, and working in the news, oftentimes you hear from the fire department, well, it was electrical in nature. Right. And it's like, how would we have known that there was something wrong? And then, we've got this whole devastating situation that has happened because of that.
Right. So. An interesting thing is a lot of people say, well, the lights don't flicker regularly, but they dim when my furnace turns on or when I use the electric dryer. And those are the interesting things that are really kind of a bad situation. So a funny story is it's actually how I met my wife 30 years ago was she put a bird bath heater in the wintertime.
Okay.
And so that extra load on her panel made her panel actually fail.
Okay.
And had it not failed, it would have probably caught on fire. So luckily hers failed, and so we went out, we repaired it for her, and
then you guys went out.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, it wasn't my original intention.
I love that.
First intention was to fix the electrical panel, but
right, of course.
The reward was well.
Well, wonderful.
Yep.
Okay, so some other things I want to talk about. Tripping breakers. So what does cause that? And your tune-up will address that.
Yes, it will.
Okay.
Yeah, we address that. So that's going to be an overload on the circuit breaker. That's one of the things I didn't mention is we're going to check the load on your circuits. So a lot of times that can be people in the wintertime, they start putting those room heaters in or those fireplaces. They plug those in, and those are heavy loads on your circuits. And if you don't have dedicated circuits to those items, it can overload those and overheat the receptacle, number one, but also your circuit breakers and things like that. So. Yeah.
That's a big one. I think of too, like the holidays and when you have like a bunch more people at your house and everyone's like blow drying their hair and all of a sudden all the lights go out.
You got the toaster oven going, the oven going, the dryer going, all the relatives running around. You're right. You got the curlers going or whatever.
What are those situations?
Complete overload.
Complete overload. Okay, finally, we have about a minute left with you. So dead switches and faulty outlets.
Yeah, so the dead switch is the reason I brought that up. That's when you go to your light switch and you flip it on and nothing happens. And when you go to that light switch and you flip it on and nothing happens, that's certainly an issue. And another fun fact, if you will, I had an outlet or switch at my house that I didn't repair. Of course, Dad, this doesn't work, and I kept ignoring it until finally sparks flew out of it. So you want to get that looked at as quickly as possible, because that again is the first telltale sign of a bigger problem.
Okay.
And we do research that, and we do cover that in our tune-up, which is normally $3.99, and with this segment, we're dropping that price to $1.99.
$1.99, so mention this segment.
More reason to call.
Awesome. Okay, so let's put that information on the screen for everybody then. We've got the website right here, electricdoctor.com, and then the phone number on the screen. So once again, if you want to do one of these 10-point panel tune-ups, which of course can catch a problem before it becomes an even bigger problem, make sure that you mention Jeff and this segment and QCL. Jeff, thank you so much for being here today.
Thanks for having us.
Yes, we appreciate you. Still to come on Quad Cities Live, a skincare product that visibly reduces under-eye bags and wrinkles. We're getting details on a rapid reduction serum called Plexiderm. Next.
Quad Cities Live continues.
We are seeing a lot about Plexiderm, either on social media or on TV. They promise to help shrink your under-eye bags and hide your wrinkles from view. Well, if you haven't tried it, get ready to be amazed. Today, we are joined by lifestyle consultant Annette Figueroa. Annette, thanks for being here today.
Of course, thank you for having me, and I'm always so happy to talk about Plexiderm. I use it, my dad uses it. This product is amazing.
Yeah, it's always good when you really believe in the product. It's so much easier to share that way. And I want to start, Annette, with some of the most incredible before and afters. We're going to put them up on the screen. Describe what we're seeing here.
Yeah, so you're looking at real people with real problems. And this is the dramatic results that you can expect to see when you use Plexiderm. Not only does it make you look more refreshed, but what I love about it, it's a confidence booster, because when you look good, you feel good. You're also looking at Samantha, and she's beautiful, but she has struggled with the under-eye puffiness and the little bit of dark circles at a very young age, which can really make you look tired. And look at the dramatic results here. You look refreshed, more youthful, and like you had the best sleep of your life. And to be honest, that's exactly what I use it for, because I don't remember the last time I had an 8 hours night of sleep.
Yeah, truly. And those before and after images are amazing. Like the work that this does is incredible. You wouldn't think that this takes just 10 minutes. Okay, so you hear Plexiderm. If you've never heard of it before, you might think I have to go to a doctor to try this out. This is actually just a topical serum.
Yeah, so it's a simple serum you do in the convenience and privacy of your own home. Just like you said, you're going to apply it to a clean, dry face, and you're going to wait the full 10 minutes. And I always say, take some me time. If you haven't used it before, though, watch this happen or take a before and after picture because you're going to be speechless. It really does turn back the clock. And what it does is it creates an invisible layer that tightens and smooths the skin right before your eyes. They use silicates found in shale clay. I have very sensitive skin. It has never bothered me once. And I call it literally my Rise, Plexiderm, and Shine because that's what you do once you use it.
Yeah, incredible. And I know you were talking a little bit about the time-lapse video. We just played it again, and it really does show within 10 minutes how big of a difference it makes with just a topical serum. Can you tell us about any studies that may have been done on Plexiderm? I know there have been a couple of recent studies.
Absolutely. So 2 studies in February 2019, one on the effectiveness, the other one how long it lasted. We saw an 80% reduction around the eye area. That is the top reason why people use Plexiderm. A 74% reduction around the mouth area and an 85% reduction around the forehead area. That's actually where I use it. And I had done an internet search. How to get rid of the forehead lines? It said pretty much by injection only. Well, I think you need to give Plexiderm a try first. And how long it lasts? Up to 10 hours, as long as you don't get it wet. So stay out of the rain, don't jump in the pool, and you're good to go.
Okay, that's wonderful. And it works on the wrinkles too. So I think that's a question that everyone has. Obviously, we all want to take care of our under eye bags and our dark circles, but the fact that it also can work on wrinkles and 10 hours is a really long time. I mean, that's longer than a work day for most of us.
Yeah, so it is up to 10 hours, but let me tell you, when I use Plexiderm, it works for me most of the day.
Wow.
And another thing that I love to tell people is it works incredible with water-based cosmetics. Make sure it's water-based, but also less makeup because you have less to cover up, which is my favorite part.
Yeah, no kidding. Okay, because you want everyone with under eye bags and wrinkles to give this a try, you actually have a really great trial offer for the people that are watching us today.
Yes, we have an incredible offer. We have a 6-day, 6-application trial pack for $14.95. Free shipping, 30-day money-back guarantee. All you have to do is call 1-800-694-7019. This is for men, women, anybody that wants to look more youthful, feel like themselves, step out with confidence. Plexiderm will do just that.
Awesome. Okay, well, we just put the QR code up on the screen so that folks could utilize that. And of course, giving our viewers a chance to take the Plexiderm 10-minute challenge, as we talked about. Well, today, just as Annette was talking about, you can try it. Again, $14.95 with free shipping. All you have to do is visit plexidermtrial.com or call the number on your screen. It's the number that Annette was just talking about. So again, that's plexidermtrial.com, and there's the phone number for you, 1-800-694-7019. Again, 10 minutes a day, you put it on, you go make yourself a cup of coffee, and Annette, it sounds like we're just ready to get on with our day at that point.
Yes, absolutely, and with confidence.
All right. Well, Annette, thank you so much for joining us today and telling us all about it.
Thank you so much for having me, Morgan.
Of course. And still to come on Quad Cities Live, our wins of the weekend, including all things fall, from a school festival to a neighborhood bonfire. Okay, it is Monday, which means it is time now for our wins of the weekend. Yes. We really did have beautiful weather for most of the weekend.
Oh, it was beautiful outside. Yeah, I mean, you can't ask for better weather here, especially this time of year, because you never know what you're going to get, right?
Right, yeah. It could always change. So my win was very related to, I suppose, fall and the weather. So Darby School had their annual Fall Fest, really planned by like a big group of parents, the PTA. I would like to say I took a big part in that. I helped them clean up after it was over, but
that's
really
an undertaking for sure.
Well, it's not. They did an incredible job. We had so much fun. So that was Friday, and then yesterday we had a bonfire in the neighborhood at a really good friend's house, and all the kiddos.
Look at that.
That's them all with their arms around each other.
That's adorable.
Just like sitting in the lawn. I mean, it's just so, you just can't beat it. It's so cute.
That's
just
adorable.
Adorable.
I'm sure unprompted they did that, right?
They did.
That's just the best
They asked for a photo.
Oh, they did ask for a photo. Okay.
Probably Darby. I'm not sure who, but they asked for a photo. So
Mom, you got to show this on TV.
Yes. No, she did not ask for that. But yeah, so it was just a really fun weekend. We haven't been out yet, and time's ticking to go do like the pumpkin picking and all that.
Yeah, we haven't either. I think we got that planned in 2 weeks or so. The last 3 years that we've gone, it's been like 80-something degrees.
Right.
I want to hold out for that true fall feel.
Yeah.
The pumpkin patch.
Leaves on the ground. Okay.
Yes, exactly. Hopefully there's some pumpkins left. Don't take them all out there. So, but yeah, we took advantage of the weather this weekend as well. A lot of time spent with the kids. My wife had a girls' day on Saturday, so it was me and the kids to spend some time with great grandma. But yesterday, they wanted to go play at the park, so we went to the park, and then they found this soccer ball, and Chandler, she just started kicking it as if she's like a soccer player, like a Mia Hamm or something. So they got to kick the ball around. So, you know, last week I shared, or the week before I shared, that they were into golf. Yesterday it was all about the soccer ball. So maybe some future soccer stars here, but they're definitely taking more of an interest in the sports. Again, they do not take after their mom or their dad. It's more their uncle. Their Uncle Cameron, who is the athlete of the family. But yeah, I'm happy that they're getting into it because they had a blast and a nice day to burn the energy out.
Well, that is wonderful. So a good weekend all around, and hopefully a good week ahead.
Yes.
That wraps up Quad Cities Live. Thank you so much for watching.
Yeah, your local news at 4 is coming up in a half hour, but first, it's Jeopardy. Stay tuned.